Sea Dog heard me. He loves it when I sing to him.
Nice, nice, nice. Hey, I'm going to do a quick replay, and then I'm going to go back to Dallas so we can chat for a bit. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure, sure.
So go ahead and give us a rundown while we run the replay of what you're finding so far in 1.10, and you can repeat what you said in chat also.
1.10. What are we talking about?
Or
X and Bravo?
3.1.10 for World Traffic 3.
Well, so far I'm finding these guys exiting the runway at 50 knots, which is realistic for Southwest Airlines. So we should be good there. Okay, here comes another guy. He's landing real quick. Let me see if he does a high-speed exit on accident as well. Because remember, there's a new feature now. They'll choose multiple exits, but this first guy I watched did not choose the right exit for his current speed down the runway. And I love how Greg, he wrote that this is a new feature, but then he didn't document World Traffic 3 route developers, how we are supposed to set that up properly.
Yeah, I guess a heads up would have been comfortable.
All right, so this dude's barreling down 1-3 right. He's going to take this high-speed exit, aren't you? And that's not even really a high-speed exit. That's more like a general aviation exit.
So he's doing 50 knots, but you have the ability to change that, right? Or
yeah,
no?
Well, I'm gonna have to because I'll show you the screenshot of what this idiot just did.
Okay.
Hang on a second. Go to the screenshot area. Oh, damn it! It didn't screenshot. You suck.
Okay, Hadoken 77 had the lowest one, and then who got the one closest to 154? I missed that. Oh, these cloud depictions are wonderful.
All right, they're definitely being naughty here at Love Field.
I have no idea why I didn't have any traffic to begin with. None, other than the static stuff at the terminal. Well, it wasn't static, but it was CSLs at the terminal and nothing moving. I did something wrong. Oh, I forgot to stop Project Fly. I always do that. Complete flight.
Oh.
Here we go. All right, let's see how this landing is. Nose is a little bit high here, I think, but yeah, maybe not. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. All right, shift 2 more replays, and then we'll go to Dallas.
In order to better diagnose this problem, I must open up the Love Field appdat file here.
Which is going to probably be something that I'll have to do with you.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking he mentions it in his bullet point list of new features where he's like, oh, there's now 3 exits and, generated for commercial craft and 2 for GA craft. I'm going to assume the airport operations file is where a developer of routes is going to put that information on which exit is possible. But unless he gave us a new manual, that's going to be a little hard to figure out.
Okay, last view here is the tower, and then we'll go to Dallas. All right, so Iowa Scotsman says that Eagle Blue got the 144, so we'll add 333 to Eagle Blue. And then we'll add 333 to Hadoken. There we go. And Captain K-Man had 150. You were close, sir, to the screen anyway. Not to Project Fly.
That's what I do.
All right, that's cool. All right, let's go to Dallas. I'm going to get a fresh sim. So for those that don't know, I'm talking to Captain K-Man. What is your first name anyway? I don't even know. I should know that by now.
There are those who call me Brian.
Brian. Okay, Brian. but I
It's
call
amazing.
him Captain K-Man.
These landing rate. So I got 4 different programs, right, when I'm flying, and they all have landing rate monitoring subroutines, and all 4 of them have different numbers. I don't understand you, X-Plane.
You'd think the X-Plane would know when you land.
Project Fly gives a different number. A pilot's life gives a different number. The landing rate thing gives a different number. And damn, I forgot what my 4th program is. It's not important. It's not important right now.
Oh, I'm losing some frames here on my stream. So before I go back into the sim, is there anything that I should do with regard to changing any files or anything like that, or can I go into the sim now, into Dallas?
Let's make sure you have it all done correctly here.
All right, cool. So I'm going to quit out, and then I'm going to bring up this here, and I'm going to bring up, there's Active Sky. I'll close that for now. And
D-Monies, yes. Actually, I'm enjoying a pilot's life quite a bit. It's a good alternative to virtual airline flying, and a little more realistic in that you have to build your career up before you can be flying the big giant planes. So if that's something that interests you, then by all means, a pilot's life is an excellent add-on.
Okay, I won't be able to see chat for a little bit because I've actually magnified my Explorer so we can take a look here. Where should I go first?
Okay, so you did, in fact, dump the Win XPL file into the 64-bit folder of your World Traffic 3 plugin, correct?
So World Traffic 3 plugins, World Traffic, 64-bit. Yes, I renamed the old one Win.John, and the new one is hopefully a size of 3713 kilobytes, and Win.xpl. Yep.
I asked that because when I saw you pop open the flight board, one of the new features is it's supposed to automatically scroll down to your flight area so you can see all the planes that are going to be landing and departing right at your time. And I didn't see yours do that. It was stuck at the top at a weird time.
Oh, okay.
So mine did that. It went right down to the flights that are most important to me. Given
there's no way that it's going to reference this old one if I've renamed it .John.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't be doing that. So maybe I wasn't paying attention enough, and I'm just misreading what I saw on the screen. But we'll find out here in a second.
Okay.
All right. So let's just clean this from scratch here. We're going to go back into the World Traffic 3 ClassicJetSims folder here. We're just going to start over from scratch for Dallas Love Field.
Okay. Let me go into World Traffic. Okay, I got. Now we're into objects, types, operations, routes, etc.
Just go into parking definitions, wipe out the Love Field.
Okay, DAL, bam, gone.
And then let's go into the ground routes folder for both arrival and departure, and just delete those out also for Love Field.
Ground routes, DAL, arrival gone, and now DAL departure gone.
Beautiful. The airport operations file can stay. That
okay.
There's no indication that changed.
Okay.
Now, technically, that should be it. You should be able to start the simulator, and we can go rebuild a route package. We're going to do it the manual way also. So you can load back into the sim.
Do you want me to copy?
Setup.
Oh, you don't want me to copy the downloaded Captain K-Man link?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Good to know. All right.
Those are outdated now.
Okay.
Now, you do have the latest. You do have the latest version of Dallas Love Field, right? The one that vertical simulations.
As of 4 or 5 days ago.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Because that does have the updated.
Okay.
That does have the English. Speak it. The updated taxi networking code is inside the airport.
Perfect.
And all the gates are defined properly, so you should be able to just load right in and regenerate. Now, as I typed earlier, I was like, "Oh my God, what about payware airports where I actually sat and made routes for that thing for hours and hours on end?" Because Mr. X's Las Vegas, I went to every single gate that's at all the terminals, and I programmed turning pushbacks, which is time consuming as hell. And I was like, "Oh crap!" But then I remembered that information's in the parking definition files, which you shouldn't have to delete. You should be able to keep those, and then all you have to do is just delete the ground routes away, and then you can regenerate, and all the parking defs will be intact still.
All right. I'm starting back at Dallas. Dark Final Tears. Hello, how you doing? I've never been called swag juice before. But I'm going to go ahead and type in exclamation merch just because you said swag juice. And anytime I see swag juice, I'm going to type exclamation merch. All right. We got, who else do we got going on here? Matt Cat is here. How you doing? Oh, they're talking about a pilot's life. Yep. I haven't tried that yet, actually. All right. D-Monies asks, can you regen with the parking still in there, or will it try to overwrite?
No, if there's I believe, don't quote me on this though, if there's a parking def file there, it shouldn't try to overwrite it. It'll ignore it. I hope. Because if not, I'm about to cry for airports like Los Angeles.
Yep. Why is my game capture not working?
And wow, they're using up the entire length of the runway to stop. What is your problem, guys?
So it's doing both short exits and full lengths, apparently.
And long. I'd rather it do the long exit because at least then it's slowed down, and when it turns off, it doesn't go flying off into the gutter.
Yep. Yeah, KDEL is freeware. Yep. I will post a link for you.
All right, he exited properly. Oh wow, there's a crap ton of traffic coming in over the Dallas skyline.
That's the one thing that
flight plan route file.
I'm wanting more so is the proper spacing between arrivals and departures. Well, mostly departures, less go-arounds, but
yeah, don't look at this. Don't
update
look at
is solving
because they're coming in right behind each other.
Okay, I am now loaded in. So let guide me.
All right, so go up to your flight configuration window for World Traffic 3.
Okay, so that let's see, I did that as Control K. Okay, or no, you want the setup. World Traffic.
Yeah. We're gonna set your flight up.
Yep. Okay.
We're gonna set your flight up here. I'm gonna wait for it to catch up on your screen here.
I wish these were more friendly with regard to streams, because really people can't even see very well on here. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to see your setup here. All right, excellent. You did the right thing by keeping your flight plan at the top blank. The only thing that you should have is the arrival airport for today. Until we actually have ATC that doesn't suck in World Traffic 3, which may or may not ever happen, it's always a good idea to leave that blank. Because believe it or not, that actually can cause issues at airports such as Denver that have millions and millions of planes going everywhere.
Okay.
Because they'll try to accommodate you. And if they try to accommodate you, one of the wonderful side effects that I was seeing when I was developing for Xcoder is all the planes were wanting to go to one runway for departure. So there was like 50 planes all backed up on one runway. And by blanking that out, I don't know why, Greg didn't go into detail, but by blanking that out, that gets rid of that bug. They actually will distribute themselves across multiple runways. All right, so you got 10,000 routes, fantastic. 100% traffic, beautiful. Okay, and then of course, at last, a lot of people misunderstand what that last slider is, the flight plan load radius, and they're like, "Oh, I'll put that at 120 miles." Well, then they spawn in places like New York, and they're like, "Why do I have 5 frames a second? I don't understand."
That's LaGuardia,
you spawned in every airport.
Teterboro, yeah.
Yeah, you really only care about the airport you're arriving at and departing from. So 10 miles is all you should ever really need. Unless you just want a plane spot in the area, then, bump it up a little bit. But just for flights, that'll save you a lot of frames per second.
What do you typically do with regard to your percentage of gates parked aircraft?
I usually do about 75%, but that's completely, utterly useless if you're flying with AFA routes, which I'm noticing a mistake you've already made right now. You said you had the routes turned on, but you have your flight configuration set wrong if you're using AFA routes.
Okay.
So double check that your routes are actually on and lit green in the World Traffic 3 main menu, the one that you pop up with Control K.
So it does say auto. Let's see, auto gen flights, AFRE real traffic. It's the second one down.
Yeah, that one needs to go off if you're using real world routing, the AFRA stuff.
Perfect. And I'm assuming that I am, but it's been probably, honestly, it's been like a year since I installed World Traffic 3. So
yeah,
I'm probably
that's why we need to see. We need to see.
I'm probably seeing our AFRE from like a year ago's database. There's probably an up? How often does AFRE?
It's been updated by third-party people. YFSim, my counterpart, he's added all new aircraft. We have new models, new liveries, and all new route packing.
So I need to update that.
Probably.
Yeah.
But for our purposes right now, we'll still
just test Dallas,
what's in there.
Okay.
Just be sure that it's turned on.
Okay.
So you need to bring up your main menu, Control K, I believe.
Okay, Control K. All right.
If that's your hotkey.
Yep.
All right, and then go down to was it routes? I can't see it. There it is.
It says display flight info, display parking assignments, enable, disable regions, preferences, and resync.
Enable, disable regions. Bring that down.
Okay. All right.
And is anything lit green?
Everything's red.
Everything's red. That's bad. That means it's off. So cycle AFRA routes on.
How do you do that? With space or?
It should be the enter key by default.
Okay. Enter. AFRE real traffic is green. Man, this is so valuable. Now you
can back out.
I love having you here. I love you, Captain K-Man.
I love you too.
Okay, back out. All right, we're backed out to the main menu. Or do you want me to go all the way out?
You can back out of the main menu, but leave the flight configuration window open.
Okay, flight setup open.
All right, so now you definitely want AutoGen off. So you turned that off already, I see. General aviation is recommended. Hopefully he fixed it. It looks like he said he fixed it. We had problems with GA planes, not at the departure airport, but arrivals. You would arrive and then you're on, short final, and you look down and there's a Cessna sitting on the runway, not going anywhere. So it looks like he fixed that according to his bug fix list there. Military aircraft, I usually turn that off because it's not really supported right now. And occasionally it will spawn in like an F-16, but that looks weird with an F-16, doing bombing runs on Seattle.
I'll take that off for now.
Okay, so leave that off. So now we're going to manually rebuild Dallas Love Field. So at the bottom where it says generate routes, the generate route generator, type in KDOL in that box at the bottom. And
do the ground routes first?
Yeah, I always do the ground routes first.
Okay.
Just because it's easier. It's less spammy when it's done, when you do it like this.
It says ground routes don't exist for the airport. Estimated time to generate is 2 minutes. All right.
All right, let it rip, and you'll start seeing it processing at the bottom.
5455. Okay, it's processing.
I like to do it this way. You can do it the other way where you just set up the, your departure and arrival runway and then click, generate or create flights. But it generates a huge spam window of junk that I'm just not interested in seeing. So I don't do it that way. I always do it manually. This way I know it did it correctly.
Okay.
And thankfully Love Field is small, so it should only take less than 2 minutes.
Okay, it's done.
All right, you can create your flight now.
All right, what about the sliders over here? Should I just have all those GA on auto?
I leave it on auto. I've never really touched it. That's just if you really want to stuff traffic in there for, if you want 5,000 GA planes driving around, then you have the control to do that.
Okay. All right, we're starting the creation of the flights. I appreciate your time today.
You are most welcome, sir. Well, they're really stacking up over Dallas. That looks pretty. They're doing parallel landings.
I do like the Dallas downtown.
Oh yeah, the Dallas VFR.
Mm-hmm.
Which sadly is superior looking to the Payware Dallas that Tabaret released, unfortunately.
I haven't compared those, but yeah, I did enjoy flying over downtown the other day. So yeah. If there was a this is a side note while this is generating, if there was a FS economy type platform that was fully featured for tubes, that would be something that would interest you then.
Yeah,
like multiplayer environment economy for tubes.
Yeah, like at FS Expo 2018, PMDG did their little demonstration of their new software that's coming. It's kind of like Project Fly. And of course, a lot of people walked out on it. That's something that actually interests me. I like that kind of software. That's why I picked up a Pilot's Life.
That to me doesn't seem like an economy, though. Like, I don't think we're going to be able to buy and sell from one another, whether it be aircraft, FBOs, fuel, supplies, etc.
Right. I mean, that's true, but
it's more of a career progression, relocation of your own aircraft type thing, is my understanding anyway. And I haven't seen any progress on it either.
Probably my favorite add-on of this type was back when I did P3D and FSX, was FS Passengers, because you got to run the airline. You got to buy planes, maintenance. You got to set ticket prices and food prices. I really enjoyed that aspect of the simulator. And unfortunately, we don't have anything like that in X-Plane yet.
Yeah, that one I wouldn't enjoy as much because I'm not interacting with other real humans. I just want something that, like, FS Economy is great for GA. I mean, there are tubes. You can fly a 320 and a 737, but not for a group. But the GA side of things, it just really brings, it allows me to talk to others about, and we can share in the economics. I really want, but I want something that's more, I want something that really incorporates real world routes, for example, and runs 737s and A320s and 57s and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, so I'd be totally all over it if it was,
good,
an FS Economy like commercial airline type thing. But
because there's a half a dozen people that are like right here in the like planning stages of this, and I think it's going to be a matter of who's first to market and then grab some testers and willing bodies, and I just want it. Or I want FS Economy to add it, I'd be okay with that too.
Now the good news is, John, I did pick up a bunch of GA planes. I have the Diamond Star DA62. I got the Cessna 208. I got the King Air 200, and I picked up the Phenom 100 BizJet. I just haven't trained in them yet.
I think you would enjoy the Diamond DA62.
Well, that's like the sexiest. That's the sexiest general aviation plane I've ever seen in real life or in the simulator. It looks like a Naboo starfighter from Star Wars.
Yeah, no, you're gonna love that plane, and that's definitely a departure from your normal big stuff or medium stuff.
It is. I'm gonna try to get outside my comfort zone in 2019 here and add a little bit more variety.
A little variety to the stream doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. All right. Yeah, the problem with that one, Tiki, is that it's like German. It's in German, a lot of it, like the manuals and stuff. And also, there was a few other things. I looked at it, and there was a few other things, and I was like, I need some more English in here. All right, generated 7,003. Nothing against German. It's just if you're going to appeal to the world aviation market, you probably have to have primarily English in all of your documentation, but maybe they've updated it now. All right, 7,394 flights. Max allowed is, okay, deleted 39. All right, can't find parking spot for one thing. That should be fine.
Which is fine. That's normal. So
now I can close this?
Yeah, you can close all that out, and let's bring up the World Traffic 3 radar and see who's in the area.
Okay, plugins, World Traffic radar display. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of traffic now.
Anything that's blue is obviously coming to the airport, and anything that's green has departed from your airport.
So okay, I see everything's green, it looks like.
I see one dude coming in. He's turning for downwind.
Yeah, but he's not. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So the aircraft blue, not the text.
Correct.
Okay,
yeah. So that green dude, he just departed on the 13 left, and this guy's coming around probably for 13 right.
I'm not a fan of the mouse cursor sometimes.
You can click on him and click track flight. See what he's doing.
Well, that's what we're doing now. You're a little bit on delay, I think, but I want to be able to. All right. So there we go. There. Right. Now, if I go back to scroll, yeah, it's kind of weird. See, I want to be able to go from that view, and then I want it to stop. There we go. That'll work. All right, it's working. So something wasn't right before because this is working.
I think it's because you had the randomization checkbox checked. It doesn't like that if you're on routing, but it shouldn't have been a problem either because you didn't have AFRA routes running. AFRA routes, whenever possible, is the way to go because that's the real world scheduling. The only time I use random traffic if it's at an airport that's really light on traffic, like Columbus, Ohio, the one that I'm beta testing. They don't have a
Okay.
lot of operations per hour for real, but I still want to see the gates filled with airplanes, so I'll tend to do random flights on little airports like that.
Okay. All right. Cool. Bold Dark says FS Passenger could be used as A cars with VA. Something could be done for X-Plane. It's currently in beta and limited translation. Yeah. Rigorian's talking about the rotate with the XP10 version. Oh, okay. What? And then Bubba Kings is asking, what version of license do I have for P3D? There's an emote for that. There's an emote for that answer. But welcome to the Johnfly stream, Bubba Kings. Or is it Booba Kings or Bubba Kings? Oh, and the other thing I was wanting to take from World Traffic 3 somehow is take his, and in fact he should maybe develop because he's already done this track camera technology, is make it so we could do track camera in FS Cloud and Join FS and Pilot Edge and iVow. You know, I want this track camera to be able to watch those people that fly with us, to watch them come in. How cool would that be? Because you can do that. You can do that in P3D really easily. I know. We're going to watch this guy land. And his gear's going to come down as well.
Have you, John, have you experienced on FS Cloud the bug in which it relabels everybody's planes with everybody else's name, but not the actual name of the real pilot that's there? This has happened to me twice now.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it's hilarious.
That's on FS Cloud?
Yeah, that's FS Cloud.
Okay.
I was like, oh, Scotty Bob's getting ready to depart. We were leaving Louisville yesterday, and BB Steele, one of my guys, goes, that's not Scotty Bob, that's me. And I was like,
oh,
really? I started looking in every single plane that was around me. We had like 8 pilots last night.
It's like
all their
musical
labels
names?
were wrong. Yeah,
Oh,
they were
wow.
all the wrong names. Everybody's the wrong name.
That's funny.
I was like,
I've been concentrating on Join FS lately, just because of the rubber banding that I have with FS Cloud. But I'll tell you what, I'll take the FS Cloud labeling over Join FS labeling, because right now I have to look on like a list, and I would love to have there, unless it's a setting I'm missing in Join FS, I would love to have the ability to look at a plane and say that's so and so, except when it's not, like you had.
yeah. I want to see, I don't know what the development team of FS Cloud is doing, but it's stagnated. Like, is it abandonware? Because it has such great potential to be taken to the next level, but I haven't seen any patches at all in 8 months that I've been using it.
I just know I've had a lot of issues with it. I knew they came out with some X-Pen 11 updates, etc. But you're right. I don't. Whereas Join FS is getting updated, it seems like it's every couple of weeks.
And I haven't been successful with that. Is there a good video tutorial on how to get it properly linked?
I think that one video helped me, but really the best thing that's helped me is actually do a live stream, and then people come in and help me. They're like, no, you need to do this, and you need to do this. For example, I was having difficulty showing other aircraft, and then they said, well, you need to add, for as many people are joining you on the flight, you need to add that many AI aircraft. And then you don't change the type of AI aircraft in your X-plane. You reassociate that person with the CSL that you want from your own sim. Uh-oh, this plane is not doing a very good arrival into Dallas.
Yeah, he took the little wide turn there.
No, he's going he's going around. Yeah, he's going around.
What is his selected runway?
Can I get that on the scope?
It's on his ticker tape on the left corner. It should say what approach he's trying for.
How do I? It says that he is. It just says 013128. C. What should I be looking for? Like the actual
his little window in the left-hand corner. It's kind of underneath you on my stream, so I can't see it. It usually tells you what approach he's selected for the day.
Oh, down. Oh, the white text down below.
Yeah. Your ticker tape thing down there. Your
He's
info card for him.
Selected.
He's being an idiot, is what he's being right now.
Yeah, he's being really weird right now. I don't see it. I see a flight plan name, aircraft
Yeah,
type.
at the very bottom, the last line is usually their approach.
1-3 right.
All right, so he selected 1-3 right for today's approach. Boy, he definitely screwed that approach up.
He really did.
That's 2 bugs now I've seen.
Todorico is here. Anyway, let me finish what I was saying. So Sphero 1848 here in my chat helped me out with several things, and then several other people helped me while I was streaming. Brad's running it. Several other people. Grau Adler and I are running it together, learning from each other. So I guess the best. I don't know if there's a really good YouTube video. There might be, but is he going to land this time? I don't think.
Yeah,
I think he's doing a loop. I think he's in like his own special holding pattern.
No, he's going to capture it. He's going to do it. I have faith in him.
Okay. The other thing that Sphero 1848 did is he helped me create an AI aircraft that did not include FMOD, because I was getting errors where if I loaded an AI aircraft that had FMOD as well as like for the citation. So I have an AI aircraft that does not have the FMOD plugin inside, so it's a kind of a lightweight AI, and that was kind of cool. Because there are some bugs. He is going to grease this, isn't he? But you're saying he's going to go full length?
Yeah, watch. Let's see if he does it on yours. He's going to go. He won't go full length on this run. He'll go down to one of the non-high speed turnoffs, but he'll do a high speed turnoff.
Okay. Spoilers are out. Reversers are in.
There he is, showing us how it's done.
His speed is 85 and decreasing. There's 75, 74.
So usually right after this next turnoff is what he was selecting on my airport. But he's going too fast by the time he reaches it.
Here's 45, 35. So he can exit right here pretty easily.
Oh, see, yours is slowing down. Mine was like, YOLO.
Oh, look, he's turning.
Yeah, see, yours stopped correctly. That's the turnoff mine is using, but he wasn't like putting on the brakes properly.
Huh. Was it a 737?
Yeah, it was an 800.
Okay.
See, that's what I expect from him, but on mine, he's like, watch this. Hold on to your butts.
Yeah, Todorico says FS Cloud is stagnant. Join FS, what I've heard, is really dying, but that was info I heard about 1 or 2. Join FS had an update. I just updated, it was like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't been on for a couple of weeks, but it had an update 2 weeks ago. And the client automatically tells you it has an update. So, yeah. How did you get the World Traffic Radar? It's under the plugin menu. Yeah, so under plugins, World Traffic Radar, radar display. All right, let's track one more inbound. Oh, this guy's landing. There we go. Let's see if this guy does this.
There's a guy on 1-3 left. You got a guy on 1-3 left short.
Yeah, that's what we're on now, yeah. Normally the people have like a 4 or 5 second delay on my stream. Maybe you need to refresh. Or your internet's potato today.
God, I hope not. I pay way too much for potato.
Todorico, have they fixed the issue of needing AI aircraft? No. Is that an issue though? Because I'm not sure. Well, ideally I guess they wouldn't, because it is kind of a pain in a lot of ways. But here's the ultimate solution. Pilot Edge says, okay, everyone on the planet, for $3 a month, you can fly outside of the ATC coverage area, and you have perfect network with perfect rubber banding and perfect CSLs. That's one solution. Bluesmaster 2000, it has been a while. How you doing? As long as I can keep Captain K-Man on retainer. I know. He probably has a good retainer fee. If you don't mind your sim pausing every time it loads a new aircraft. Yeah, it does do that. Yeah, it does do that. So, Todorico, if you're going to do multiplayer, besides Pilot Edge, who is the king of multiplayer, what's your go-to right now? Do you have anything? I just don't want the rubber banding. That's the biggest thing that I don't want. Okay, today we learned that the Blue is arriving aircraft, so we learned that. We also learned that for the year plus that I've been running World Traffic 3, I thought I was using real-world routes, but now my real-world routes are actually not even updated. So Captain K-Man is giving very valuable information today.
Okay, that guy that did the circle off the end of the approach, I know why he did that now.
Okay.
I'll have to send that to Greg. He was the very first plane that spawned in after you started.
Okay.
So he didn't have his complete route figured out yet. Notice that this other guy on your radar is actually doing the proper ILS approach now.
Yeah. There's not a good cross-platform solution right now. No. All right, we do have some proper taxiing here at the runway. What do we want to do? We want to tackle the update of the AFRE now, or do you want to look at something else here? I'm super happy this is working.
You'll like the AFRA update and all the models because it adds all new 787s and it gets rid of defunct stuff. Like you won't see United 747s anymore because they got rid of them all and stuff like that. So it actually corrects everything to be 2018.
Nice. That reminds, not that specifically, somehow it reminded me, on the radar scope, I would love to see ground traffic. I don't know if he's considered that for the future or not. I'd love to be able to zoom in to the airport and see ground traffic on a radar.
Well, the big thing I've asked for, if you look in the upper left-hand corner where it says Operation 0.
Operation 0? Oh, in green? Yeah, Operation 0, yeah.
Yeah, that's it telling you what airport operation file that it's currently running under. 0 is always calm conditions.
Okay.
But I have asked Greg to replace that 0 with the actual name of the runways that are from the airport ops file. So it should be telling you that's 13 left, 13 right for arrival and departures instead of 0. Because that doesn't help us, the player. That helps the AI, but we don't care what the AI is thinking. We care about what we need to.
I like
what we need to know. So hopefully he'll add that, and it should be too difficult. It's just a variable that needs to be changed.
Yeah, I like that. Hawaiian Hippie with the subscribe. Thank you, Hawaiian Hippie.
God, you let Hippie in here? Why did you let Hippie in here?
Hippie 7-Up. Aloha. So again. Yeah, don't you want a ground route? Don't you want to be able to track use track camera to someone that's just pushed back?
That would be nice.
Oh, that's what I want. I want. All right, should we? Well, okay, we'll watch a GA land.
Oh, is that Oh, yeah, that's a prop job coming in. Here he comes. What I like to affectionately call a lawnmower is arriving.
It looks like a Lancer.
And he has a problem with his engine.
Or sorry, it's a Columbia. Yeah, dead prop. Yeah. Thank you, Jordan.
Pan. My engine's dead.
All right, after this guy lands, can we do the AFRE update together? Do you mind? Do you have time?
Yeah. I'm going to get a link for that for everybody in your channel.
Perfect.
Because you're going to need to download new models, new liveries, and the new AFRA pack, which thankfully they're all on one page. Yay. Thank you, YFSim, for organizing all that.
Nice. Yeah, Rigorian makes a good point. Hawaiian Hippie is a member of the Global Sim Alliance, as is Captain K-Man, and the newest member, Rigorian. Oh, baby.
Rigorian's my hero because he keeps me fed.
You know, he buys me a lot of ramen. He does. I mean, a lot of ramen.
Secretly, he's our overlord, and we are all of his willing servants.
Yes, we bow down to the generosity of the Rigorian. And his secret PayPal account that his wife doesn't know about. It's probably a good thing, too.
Shh. We don't talk about Fight Club.
Well, the women don't watch the Twitch anyway, so. This
is true. This is true. It makes me sad. I have one. I have one that watches regularly.
Yeah, I have a few, and then sometimes B2 is says he's a woman, but then he's really not. No discrimination toward any of lifestyles on this stream at all whatsoever, seriously. But yeah.
All right. Do subs need permission to link, or do you just?
I don't think subs need permission. No.
All right, so I'm going to give you guys 2 links. The first one is the actual official thread that you're going to want to follow, so you get updates. This will let you know when there's things going on. And then the second one is the actual download section where we're going to get all the packs.
All right, I'm going to bookmark these after this guy greases it. Ooh, that's pretty good grease. Oh, yeah, he lands much better than I do.
Don't watch World Traffic 3 for too long, because it will embarrass you, because you're just like, damn.
Hey,
schooled by the AI.
Yeah, schooled by the AI. All right, I need to come over here and I need to save these links.
I wonder why his prop's dead. They're usually spinning. Greg, did you introduce a new bug into World Traffic 3?
And there's the airline and updates. Okay. What was weird is that I'm going to a completely different page than you are. What I linked up earlier for the update, which is on ClassicJetSims.com. Which, oh, you're just referring to forums for updates, etc. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's the official pin thread there. Anytime they have a new aircraft added or they update the routes, they'll tell you here, and then you can go into the download section and get it.
Okay, where do I go first?
Just go to the download section.
World Traffic 3 airlines and aircraft updates.
And click that download button, and you'll notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 files that need downloading.
Okay, so there's that. So download this file. Oh, snack. Okay, so base airlines, part 1, 2, 3, airline, all these, then just start grabbing all of them, huh?
Yeah, you need the base because that has all the models and liveries for the new airlines in it. And then that 1 through 6 also updates more liveries for the models that are in the base. And it also updates the AFRA routes for you.
Okay.
And he does recommend make a backup of your current AFRA routes. Not that it matters, because you can always download them.
So ancient. Doesn't, I mean. In fact, I'm curious as to when my AFRA routes were, what the date is. Is there a way to determine?
Yours probably all 2017. You're probably the default.
Yeah. All right.
You may want to shut your simulator down while you're doing this update.
Okay, I'll do that as well. Let's quit. What GA aircraft was that? That was a Columbia. It looked like a Columbia 300.
Or was it a 400? Parachute?
I don't know. I don't know if the Columbia has a parachute.
I watched real footage of that parachute saving somebody's life yesterday. That was quite impressive.
In a Cirrus, probably?
I think it was a Cirrus that was crash landing.
Yeah. All right. Remind me where the AFRA routes are again. They're in route files?
It's in the route files.
Okay. AFRE, real traffic. Yeah, 2017. Okay. I'm behind the times.
Yeah.
All right, according to this, we've got... Oh, snack. We got a bit of time on these downloads. That could be bad. Some of these are quick, and then others are not so much. That's weird. You'd think they'd all be similar download time. But maybe it's detecting that I'm trying to download 8 at a time. It was a Columbia 400. Okay. Later, the Cessna TTX. All right. What else?
No, you are downloading a gig.
That's true. Yeah. I'm on 100 line. I could get a gigabit line for an extra $100 a month. It's not worth it to me.
Oh my God. That's crazy. We AT&T saved us here in our apartments. They came in and installed gigabit lines, and we pay $98 a month.
Wow. So you have a gig down and how much up?
Same. You
have a gig up and down?
Yep, I couldn't believe it. And we did speed tests after they installed, and I got 988 up and down, so almost 100%.
All right, this says failed network error on 2 of them. That's because everyone in the chat's trying to download these right now.
Re-download.
That's funny. All right, a couple of them are 1 minute out, a couple of them 40 seconds, 3 of them are done. All right. Gigabit is the best. Yeah, I don't see. Right now my my internet is a part of my HOA, so I don't have an internet bill. So if I were to upgrade to a gig, I would have my first internet bill that I know about. So because right now my internet bill is hidden inside my HOA.
Now, I can already tell you right now, while we're waiting, you can go ahead and take care of the one thing. When you do these updates, you have to blow away your Alpha Routes folder, the whole thing.
Okay.
Just delete the entire folder. Because this is going to replace it 100%. And if you don't do this, you're going to end up with multiple schedules, which means you're going to have double the aircraft at your airport. And that's not, it sounds like a good thing. It's not a good thing.
All right, so route files. Okay, so AFRE real traffic, just delete it, right?
Yeah, that folder goes away.
And then I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. Any of the other route, the cargo,
the other ones stay fine.
Why is KITAC in there?
That just comes. That's default with World Traffic 3. That's their example. That's their
Lowy
example.
in Washington. Okay.
Yeah. So we don't turn those on. We don't. Once again, we don't talk about Fight Club.
Ooh, the new Air Act just came out. Everyone has to update now.
Oh, snack cakes? Seriously?
Actually, they don't. 4Flight just told me that January 3rd is available for download.
Okay. Yeah, I was supposed to say it. My Air Act says January 2nd.
Yeah.
Still good.
So you're the guy in the HOA slowing it down for everyone else. Exactly. Yeah. Right. Fortunately, I am on fiber. That's kind of nice.
Oh, yes. The fiber optics are beautiful.
So beautiful. Hawaiian Hippie is in the evil clutches of Comcast. That CenturyLink outage the other day was pretty bad. I was reading about that on NBC News or something. I guess there's a federal investigation into what transpired because I guess it did affect 911 incoming calls for a lot of the Western United States.
So the purge basically went on for real. No help from 911.
Something happened. It was weird though. I went to go, in the old man story time frame that we're going into now, where we talk about old man problems. I went to go buy some probiotics, and I go to this, organic health food store or whatever, and their cash register was ridiculously slow looking up the membership information, to get your discounts and your points, and even the credit card machine. It was all slow. And I'm like, this is kind of slow. She says, yeah, it's really slow today. It's even in the news. I'm like, oh. And then I talked to a friend of mine who works for one of the major utilities here in the state of Utah, and he said, yep, our system was down. And it was really bad because when you're, trying to make millions of dollars off of this population from providing a utility, it's not a good thing. Thanos was behind it, Hawaiian Hippie? Could be. All right. All those downloads are done. So
fantastic. Well, we're going to start with the base airlines and aircraft update bundles first.
Okay, so I'm going to magnify this. Hold down my window key and hit magnify twice just so the stream can see this. Okay, so you're saying airlines and aircrafts part 1?
No, base. We want the base first.
Okay, base part 1 right there. Okay, so I'm going to extract that.
And I forgot what the folder structure looks like. So oh, you don't use WinRAR, so you can get a preview of what the folder structure is.
I use 7-zip, but in this case I'm just doing the Windows extraction, yeah. So will 7-zip do the same thing of the folder structure?
I'm not sure if 7-zip has preview mode or not.
Well, I can click on the zip file.
Forever.
I can click on the zip file and it shows me the folder structure.
Because I'm a big fan of
before
opening up the
extraction.
zip and then dragging and dropping right out of the zip
Oh,
file.
okay. So if I double click on the zip, it gives me the folder structure inside here before I extract.
Okay, so it is just making a folder
Yeah.
called base folder.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. See, that's all you have to do right there is just drag and drop that ClassicJetSims into your root of your X-Plane.
Subscribe.
And it should put everything right where it belongs.
Oh, I missed a subscribe. Who was that? When I'm in magnify mode, I miss it.
Extreme Storm Chaser.
Did Extreme... Oh, he did bits earlier. Thank you for the subscribe, Extreme Storm Chaser. I do appreciate that.
What, Extreme Storm? Wait a minute. Are you Bill Paxton from Twister? He was the Extreme.
I think Bill Paxton's dead.
No, sir. He lives forever.
All right. Should I unzip part 2 now?
Yes.
Okay. Part 2. Extract. When I'm in Zoom mode, I can't see any of the chat, so I'm flying blind. There could be all kinds of havoc going on. So I better bring up chat on the other device.
Can I have the link? It's coming in. Link incoming. That's where you get your updated airlines and aircraft.
I'm going to extract part 3.
No. See, that's media lies. Bill Paxton never died. He just went home.
He just went on the down low. He was done with the polygamy life in the show.
I love Bill Paxton. He's one of my favorite actors. I fell in love with him when he did Hudson in Aliens back in the 90s.
The mods are keeping things in line. Okay, good. All right, part 3 is extracted. All right, should I just do base copy first before I go any further?
Yeah. Before we go any further, find those folders that it extracted.
Let me get rid of that World Traffic 3 ground routes because that's out. You said that's updated. All right, so go into base, and then I'm going to move. I'm just going to make this.
You should be able to
real
just
simple.
drag the ClassicJetSims folder into your root X-Plane, and it'll automatically overwrite.
Okay, I'm going to, for purposes of people who may watch this video later on, I'm just going to kind of give them a show and tell what we're doing.
Second window. Yay, second window.
Okay, base airlines part 1. Base airlines part 1. So I'm just going to drag ClassicJetSim utils over. You don't think I should delete anything, huh?
No, it's going to overwrite everything. These you don't have to delete.
Okay, so I'm dragging over this folder. Boop.
Well, no. Drag into your root.
Oh, it went into here. You're right. Never mind. Let's
Because now
undo.
you have
Control
a second
Z.
ClassicJet folder. Yep.
Control Z, everyone. Sorry, I got distracted. Control Z.
Reverse the curse. Reverse the curse.
Yeah.
Drag to the root. There we go.
Replace
It'll be like-
1073. Yes.
There it is. Many updated models, many updated liveries.
Yep. D-Monies, we're updating to my real-world traffic. So, because I was running real-world traffic routes from 2017. And I'm also getting new aircraft, correct?
Yes, you're getting new models and new liveries for those aircraft.
Yeah, new models and new liveries. This is beautiful. All right, let's go back to... Oops. We're now going to go to part 2, base airlines. And I'm going to take this classic... Oops.
Some of them are different. Yeah, some of them are different from Bluebells. But you don't get rid of Bluebells. You still need those. Those are the base.
Part 2 was a lot quicker. Is that normal?
Yeah. It's because it's probably only doing 1 or 2 different models.
Okay. ClassicJetSim utils over there. You can also do a cut and paste, people, or a copy and paste. You know, it's kind of up to you. All right, that's done. That part is done.
All right, now we can go play with the 6-parter.
Okay, so should I just extract all of those one by one?
Open one up first before you extract. Let me see the folder structure.
There's part 1. ClassicJetSim utils, world traffic.
And I'm lagged behind you by about 5 seconds.
Aircraft objects.
So this is going to be basically
types.
the same thing. You're gonna drag that ClassicJetSims folder into the root of your X-Plane, and it should overwrite or replace.
Okay, extract. I wish there was a way that I could just extract all of those at the same time. There probably is, huh? But I'll do it one by one. That's fine.
Right, Gorian. Wouldn't that be nice if we could have all my fictitious Disney liveries in World Traffic 3?
Yes, the man behind Frozen. The Frozen livery.
Yeah, we threw Ariel 1 out a couple weeks ago. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
And for you Pocahontas fans, she's going to be released next week.
My kids dig the liveries. All right, there's part 1. Captain Dean says that this process seems demanding. Yeah, there's a little bit of there's a little process going on here for sure. But
demanding.
You don't have to do this every time you want to fly.
Nope.
You just have to do this every time that there's an update.
Well, the nice thing is if you'll notice, they just keep making incremental updates. There'll be a part 7 the next time that they update. So all you need is the part 7.
Mm. Oh yeah, that's handy. I was wondering why it was broken out into those various parts. That's very helpful.
Yep. And even I don't have part 6. I need to go get part 6 there. That's brand new. December 24th. That was like 5 days ago.
Before he either went to work somewhere on, or he's somewhere on vacation, because he's not back till the 8th or 9th, he said. I'm gonna assume that's Greg. But.
Yeah.
Okay, part 3. Now part 4.
No, Neil.
Oop.
You don't delete airplanes.
Oh, you just told me no, and I about stopped the process here.
No, sorry. Neil's like, do I delete my old models? No, you do not. You just overwrite with these updates.
Okay, there's part 4, part 5 coming up. One of these days, we're going to have the ability for World Traffic 3 or something like it to emulate the real world flights at real time, like I can for P3D. I will love that one day.
That's so nice. Let me ask you this, John, because I kind of exited P3D when that software was becoming mainstream. Did they ever solve the issue of switching over from planes that exit the runway and turn off their transponder, but it doesn't delete them? Did they ever solve that issue?
I don't know. I don't know. And to be honest, I haven't found P3D probably for 3 or 4 months, but I don't know. I never encountered that issue, but maybe someone in the chat will know.
Well, the one I was using, it was very nice. You paid $10 one-time fee, and then you had full access, real-time traffic everywhere, literally thousands of planes everywhere.
It seems like that's what I paid. Yeah, for a year, right?
Right. But the problem with it is if you're at an airport where they turn off their transponder once they exit the runway, well, then that airplane would vanish out of the simulator.
I know, not taxi to the gate.
Yeah. So the software would spawn planes at the gate to give you the illusion that it's full, and then it would show real-time traffic. But as soon as that transponder goes off, you lose them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I did like 4 or 5 airports, and I even did a couple live streams. I may have to go back and look at, say, my Salt Lake or my Minneapolis demonstration of that whole setup. That was a hard setup too to get that going. But there is the guy that does LA. He's been doing LA live for, I don't know, for a year now probably. And maybe that will show it, but he shows mostly the arrivals. Okay, so base airlines. Let's see, airlines. Okay, airlines part 1. Let's do that first.
Now, you're going to love this part. Because each one of these is an update. You can't incrementally update the route part. So basically, you're going to install all these by dragging and dropping. But when you get to the part 6, hold off for a second, because we actually have to wipe out the routes folder again.
Okay,
because it's adding more. It's just going to keep duplicating until we have 15, different packs for Southwest Airlines, and that's not good.
Okay.
So that's something I just checked out just to make sure, and sure enough, there it is.
Is there any way to upload this process on YouTube? Yes, I'll make this available as a VOD. Although People on YouTube will complain, why are you sitting there chit-chatting and not doing the whole, why is this video taking forever? But I love it. All right, part 3. Classic. And don't do what I did and drag ClassicJetSims inside of ClassicJetSims. Okay, part 4. And all I'm doing is I'm highlighting a file over here so I don't have a directory highlighted. I'm just hitting cycledump.txt, for example, making that a highlight, and then I'm dragging the ClassicJetSim utils over, and that way it just goes into the ClassicJetSim utils folder. And then part 5, again highlighting cycledump because we're dumping, and then dragging over there. And that's copying part 5. And as I'm listening to my virtual sim instructor, Captain K-Man, he told me to pause on part 6. All right, I'm paused.
All right, so go back into the ClassicJetSim utilities folder and go into the route files folder again.
All right.
Inside world traffic.
Okay.
And wipe out that. Oh, is it not in there?
There's the AFRE is gone.
Oh, okay. So he did it for us. Fantastic. All right, we'll drag and drop. Part 6. I thought he must be moving that AFA routes folder with each part that he releases, so that it's always in the last part.
Oh, let's check. World traffic, route files. Yep, it's in there.
How clever! Very clever.
Okay, part 6. Back to ClassicJet or back root directory. Click on cycledump or anything in the root. I don't know why I have a B738 config file in my root. That's weird. Okay, and take ClassicJetSims over here. And let's copy that. Now he does have an added text file here.
That's probably going to show you what he put in.
Okay, I'm going to replace.
Click on it. Let's see what he did.
All right, so fixes all 763 texture, all prop disconnect fixture. What prop? Does that mean my props are going to work in my prop planes?
Yes! Hooray! And that 76, the 767-300, we saw that on the Amazon Prime where there was these giant GE logos on the flaps. So
nice.
He fixed that. Good.
New model A330 Neo 350 Beech 1900D. That's a very popular one. Dash 6 Twin Otter. Love it. And then all of these new airlines. Love it. Paints. New paints. Dang. Oh, and here's part 5. Paints. Fixes. New model 208 Caravan. Yeah. Oh.
That's the nice thing. He's adding
there's
lots
a lot
of
of stuff
planes.
in here. Yeah. That's, yeah. I like it. All right, are we done? Can we go back in now, or?
I think that's it. I think you can fire up the sim and.
I think I did base. I think I did all
have a nice
parts.
Rest of your life.
No. There's nothing else. I think I did it all. I did it all. I want it all. Now I can see the chat again more closely. It's using real life ADSB, is what Hawaiian Hippie says. Oh, that's true, because it's just taking it from like Flight Radar 24, like ADSB data. So when they turn off their transponder on the ground, it's just emulating that in the real world. Okay.
Yep, they just go poof.
Well, and you want the sim to not go poof, is what you want.
Well, I was hoping they would solve the problem of the aircraft becoming a true AI after it exits the runway.
Okay, X-Plane 11 loading up. Now, you already told John to delete it. What are you talking about?
Oh, the AFA route pack.
Oh yeah. Dirty South. Yeah, there's a. It's not a simple, install and run. That's for sure. my original YouTube video, and Captain K-Man does a better job of this because he, obviously I didn't even do it right because I wasn't even running AFRE, but these types of videos with Captain K-Man, these are valuable for all of us. All right, new flight. Should I go to a new airport or should we stick with the same?
Do you?
I have your new Houston.
Oh, that's such a nice airport.
Maybe we should test there. You want me to test there or test somewhere else?
You can test Houston. I mean, you're just going to see Southwest Airlines all over the place and a couple Delta JetBlues. If you really want to see this sucker working, if you have DD's Seattle, that would be a nice place to watch.
Well, come to think of it, I was in Houston just like 4 days ago on the stream, so maybe we will go to Seattle. All right, Seattle it is. And I'll start without weather right now. K-Man, Sea-Dog says, should we delete all of our ground routes and redo all of them? Did you already answer that?
I did not. Right now, I would hold off. It doesn't hurt to leave the old routes in there. But I think the reason why he recommends regenerating is so you can have his new code where they will actually choose different exit points based upon their speed capabilities on landing. But you shouldn't have to remove it. Definitely leave all the parking definition files alone, though, especially if it came out of a payware airport, because those, especially if I had a hand in doing it, those are usually special. They have turning pushbacks and stuff like that, which you don't get by default regeneration.
Very cool.
And Greg, if you ever watch this video, please give us a better visual tool to program turning pushbacks, because the current way to do it is a nightmare involving calculators and mathematics.
Have you ever talked to him?
Oh, I talk to him all the time.
Like voice talk to him? Or
I've never voice talked to him, no, but I do text chat him quite a bit.
Text chat, nice. So have they implemented the desired fixes for one-way taxi and overabundant drive-throughs on pushing aircraft? Rigorian asks.
Well, they fixed some pretty decent things. Hang on a second. I'm going to do it in my Morgan Freeman voice here.
Oh, I love Morgan Freeman. Euro Truck 22, how are you doing?
I didn't say it was going to be a good Morgan Freeman voice. Just that it's just here.
As long as it's not the Mountain Dew ad.
Oh, I kid. I can't do Morgan Freeman. Get busy living or get busy dying. All right,
yeah,
changes.
That was pretty bad.
It was. Right. Look, nobody can be Morgan Freeman but Morgan Freeman. It's just that's the way it is.
Yep.
Let's see here. Of course, we got the message pop that AI traffic needs to be enabled, blah, 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 blah. I get that all the time. Let's see. I love this. When opening your flight windows, it now auto scrolls to your...
Oh, I lost you. Are you still there?
If you pop open the flight leader...
we lost you. Start over. There we go. You're back. Oh, maybe not. Can you hear me?
Oh, Discord took a giant dump.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if Discord took a dump or if it's my X-Plane loading is smashing my CPU right now.
It's the latter. It's the latter.
Yeah.
All right, so we got auto scroll. That's good. So now we get 2 ground routes created for light prop jobs, which is actually important because God did not make prop jobs equal. They are different. Different performances, different braking capabilities, all that good stuff. So now planes will pick whichever ground route is better for its exit distance to the place where it's trying to park. So that's actually good. And they did the same thing for commercial jets. There's now 3 different ground routes possible for large and heavy jets for the exact same reasons, which is nice. Now, here's where he has it not documented. You can edit the taxi exit distances for ground routes creating for large jet and heavy jet exits if you don't like the defaults, if you want to custom tailor the ground routes for your airport. Well, where did you document that? Because it's not here. So we don't know how to do that.
Primers, hopefully the stream will be saved for WT3 per. Yeah, I will save it. It's kind of slow, but I love it. It's methodical.
What else we got? Planes now pick whichever ground route is most appropriate looking at the aircraft's landing distance and whether the exit is high speed or not. Now, this is that bullet point right there. That's the bug that I noticed when I was testing mine at Love Field, where the guy was doing the high speed exit. He didn't do it on yours for some reason, but he did it on mine.
Mm.
So he obviously made a poor choice, a poor life decision. What are we doing in the fob?
I don't know why my Southwest plane is over here in the middle of nowhere. That was weird.
Because you didn't pick the gate?
Well, yeah, it is on me, but I don't know why. It was like a default. I mean, you wouldn't think that was a default location. Oh, maybe I'll just change it quickly because it's ramp GA6. Maybe
Did you already start World Traffic 3, or do you have the static AI version of DD loaded?
I did not start World Traffic, so do I need to get the DD non? I wish these things wouldn't work in when parked aircraft is turned off. Ugh.
Yeah, well, I mean, these are true static, so they're hand-placed object files. That's why when you ran the installer, it asked you, did you want static aircraft or no? And the reason why they gave you that option is because not everybody wants World Traffic 3, but they still want to see planes at the gates. So they give you that option. Obviously, if you're a World Traffic 3 user, you're supposed to install the non-static version of the airports.
All right, maybe we should go somewhere else. I could go ahead and reinstall DD Seattle and do that other option if you guys want, or we can go somewhere else. Let's go to.
Because you can run my World Traffic 3 pack right now that came with this if you installed it, because it's a separate install. But they'll spawn in. They're just going to spawn in on top of all those static planes.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want this to look good. So maybe I'll just go one other place. Maybe we'll go Salt Lake.
To Los Angeles. There's where you can see all the planes.
LA would be good.
I assume you have Mr. X's payware version.
I do, yes.
Which did ship with a full pack from me.
Nice. It shipped with it. I didn't know that.
Yes, it did. If you didn't download it, you need to go to your org store and grab it.
The problem with me grabbing it from the org store is it's not in my org store because I was in the beta.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right. What gates does South... They're on the north side. Yeah. Gate like 14 will work.
Yeah, they're at like the D gates.
All right. We'll start up that one. Yeah, that's the problem sometimes with being involved in a beta. For example, I was involved very early on in the... Well, no, actually a little bit later on in the beta for the Milviz 310 GA aircraft, right? And it keeps coming out with updates, and I cannot update because I don't have it in my org download because I was a part of the beta, and they just gave me a key. I need to ask the org, hey, org, here's my key. Can you just put this into my...
Now, even if you can't download my pack, this airport is still programmed so that you can auto-generate routes. You just won't get turning pushbacks.
Don't you have a separate download for that though?
I hope I saved it recently, and I don't know if I purged that or not.
Sphero, you're saying you can update the Milviz updates from the forum? Oh, I had no idea. For the 310, I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay. See, this is why I just air all of my issues out on stream, and solutions come. It's like. I just talk about how the Social Security tax that keeps coming out, why is it there? And then someone comes into the chat and they say, well, I just taken care of it. You don't pay Social Security anymore. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what I can do for you, John? I can download it myself from the org store and just send it over through Discord.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as if you don't own this piece of data.
Yeah, I can't send you the airport, but I can send you the files. Those are public domain. So, I forgot how to explain store.
John going full IRL. Yeah, exactly. All right. I didn't know that you could download it at the Milviz forums, so that's very valuable. Let's see. Add 333 to Sphero. And heck, let's just add everyone. Let's see. Add all 33. Did that work? No. Add 33 to all. Just because I'm in a good mood. Okay, LA is taking a little while to load up. While LA is loading up, I forgot to do this, and I hope that you guys, you Snack Air pilots stuck around. Oh, now the LA just popped up. We'll wait. We'll wait to talk about that since I'm now in LA.
All right, I'm going to send you the route pack here.
Okay, 0 aircraft at the airport is perfect way to start.
That's good. We want it blank.
And the file that you're sending me, I can do it dynamically. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't start World Traffic 3 yet. Why do I not have you in my private chat channel? Where are you at? I fell at life. I'm failing right now. Just right click this dude and message him. All right. Here you go, sir. Get off of full screen. And bam. There we go. Make sure you don't have any LAX routes at all to start with.
So delete those then right now?
Yep. Get rid of all that. Get rid of the parking definitions too.
Okay, see X-Plane 11, ClassicJetSim Utils, World Traffic, ground. You said ground routes, right?
Get rid of the ground routes and the parking definitions if you have any.
Okay, LAX is gone. World Traffic, parking definitions for LAX gone. Anything else?
That should be it. You can leave the airport operations file alone.
Okay. And if anyone's watching this video later, you can get this just by re-downloading your LAX that you purchased from the org store. Sorry, what was the last thing you said?
You should be able to open up that zip file I sent you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's in my folder structure, so you'll need to drill in like down 2 layers until you get to the ClassicJetSim Utils folder, and then you can drag that
you guys actually
folder.
See the screen right now? It's not magnified. Can you actually read the folders, or is it too? You probably can, huh?
I can. I have beautiful eyesight.
Beautiful vision. Should get rid of the departure KLAX as well. Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, you didn't dump the departures? Oh yeah, those need to go away too.
Explain. Thank you, Rigorian. See? This is why we stream.
Good catch, Rigorian. You got to watch John, or else he'll run off with a pair of sharp scissors.
Yep. Amen. Okay, ground routes. Let me just triple cross verify.
See, I want you, you're going to be my guinea pig. I want you to start LAX with my current pack and see if it actually reacts well with the new version of World Traffic 3.
Okay. Okay, route. Okay. Cool.
There's a lot of routes, by the way.
Or extracting. You can. You're on PC and full screen. Okay. The dirt says it looks okay. Looks good. Okay, good. Because sometimes I do this window key, you know, boom. But maybe that's just because I got crappy eyes. Ashman Media. This is the latest beta 3. What is it called?
3.310 November.
Yeah, 3.10 November.
And in case you didn't know, because I didn't find it either, because it's not on the actual stores yet, it's just a forum link, and there it is.
Look at that, right? Gory and you are like thinking like the same thing to do. Pew, pew. Double link. I like it. All of this is needed to get going with World Traffic 3. No, you don't need to do all that we're doing. We're just making it better. It's kind of like the Zebo mod, where you could just take the base package and not do any of this, what we're doing, but you just wouldn't have all the coolness. Because that's what simming's about, right? It's about tweaking. And
That's right. That's right. We're going with the new hotness and getting rid of old busted.
Yeah. We're wig smacking the sim with a lot of Shastazole. I just made up a couple words a couple weeks ago. I'm still using them for some
challenge.
reason. Yeah. All right, X-Plane 11, X-Plane 11. So can I just take the classic JetSim utils and drop that in like I was doing before?
Yeah, drag it and drop from that layer. Yeah, there you go.
X-Plane 11.
Bedazzling World Traffic 3.
Yeah, bedazzling, that would work. Okay, dragging and dropping his specified situation in there. So I'm assuming now if we go into classic JetSim utils, world traffic, ground routes, arrival, LAX will be back in there. Yep. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Double check it. Yeah, make sure it's all in place. And the nice thing is you don't have to generate nothing. You can just create the flight.
I didn't know that. All right, plugins, world traffic, flight setup. We're not going to Tulsa. Is there any issue about doing no arrival airport?
Well, you got to have something, or else it'll be like.
Can I put KLAX? Well, or does it get confused?
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you just want to do touch and goes, oh yeah.
All right. So recapping what Captain K-Man suggests: max number of flight plans up here 10,000, 100% on traffic density, percentage of gates with parked aircraft after resync. He runs about 75. I'm running at 70 right now. It's up to you. He says if you're plane spotting, maybe increase it. The next one is if you're plane spotting, increase the next one, which is flight plan load radius for arrival and departure airports. We've got it down to 10 nautical miles. I did notice that when we had it at 10 nautical miles, I was still drawing traffic for DFW. And I didn't. Is DFW really within 10 miles of Dallas?
It's 6 miles away. I live right next to it. So
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, you'll have the same problem in Chicago where Chicago Midway is right next to ORD.
Okay. All right, I'm going to click Create Flights.
That's why there's a side note on traffic density. If you are in a place like New York and you have a potato PC, I would recommend not 100% traffic.
All right. This takes a little while to generate.
Yeah, this is a big airport, so it'll take a little bit.
So I'm going to pull out a Jif Power Up Chewy granola bar.
This is the airport to plane watch at, though.
Yeah. And you have decent live ATC as well, but it doesn't sync. It doesn't match what's going on in X-Plane yet.
No, why can't we have it all? Why?
Maybe one day. But to be honest, the first thing I want is that track camera technology for my group flights. I really do want that.
Rigorian, yep, there it is. Anything over 70-75% in New York City, you're just asking for your computer to catch fire.
And I just recently went back to a one streaming PC/sim PC rather than two. So I need every bit of frame I can get.
Oh my God, it's Captain Crazy. What's up, sir?
Captain Crazy, hello. Major Kong is here. How much does World Traffic 3 hit the frame rate? It depends on how many you load in, I'm assuming. And yeah,
just depends on that slider bar. There's two things that control your frame rate: the traffic density and the flight plan load radius. You can get a lot of frames back by making that flight load radius 10 nautical miles. A lot of people just slam it to 120, not really understanding what it's for. And you don't need to see, 15 general aviation planes 120 miles away from your departure airport. You're never going to see them. But the simulator's still processing all of their AI. So you're losing CPU cycle times. You're not doing yourself any kind of favors. Maybe
the default should come lower. Because I guarantee for every John Fly that I represent probably, 1,000 users of World Traffic 3 that have never touched that slider.
World Traffic 3 really? Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Go to Europe, sir. There's quite a few. Lot Polish Air, Aeroflot, EasyJet. They're all over there. Speedbird, all that good stuff.
The LOD doesn't even reach 120? No, I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't. But
it's still in the.
Yeah, the drawing of the aircraft is GPU related, but all of the turning and descending and climbing, all that crap, that's being done in real time by the CPU, whether or not the aircraft is in visual distance or not.
Oh, so you're saying a plane that's 100 miles away, all of the turns and everything, all of that data is being translated but just not shown. Okay.
Correct. The CPU is working on that. So when the plane becomes visual, then your CPU and your GPU are working together to show you that traffic.
Okay.
So, and CPU is king, always king in the simulator, not the video card. The CPU is king.
Rygorian didn't know that. Thanks for the light bulb moment. I'm learning a lot of things today. And I'll tell you what, this is pretty typical of watching a Captain K-Man stream as well. I go there for two things. One, he's sometimes funny. Sometimes he's funny on purpose. Sometimes he's funny accidentally. You just never know. But I enjoy it, right? I also enjoy the looking at that poster on the back wall. It's a great poster or artwork or whatever it is.
Oh, that's a good TV series too from Japan.
Yeah. So be sure to tune in. But what the reason I brought that up is that I go in there and I get nuggets of information for my X-Plane. So be sure to follow Captain K-Man, you guys, and you will learn.
If you stick around long enough while I'm flying the Zebo, you'll be able to hear my vocabulary of curse words also. Ooh, somebody's wanting to know how to join that snack air action.
Thank you, Brad, for the shout out. I was trying to do that, but I couldn't find his name in my chat to do it auto.
Brad, Saturday at FS Expo 2019. You and I must toast.
Aviator Films. If you type in !join snack air right there, that'll give you a link. You have to already be on FS Economy though. But that's the video that will help you. We hope he's stocking up on energy. Are you doing a 24-hour stream?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir. Monday, starting 9 a.m.
What insanity brought about that plan?
We hit 1,000 followers.
Oh, never promised 24 hours because I saw Josh do that live. I saw Bish do that live. Yeah,
dude, Bish rocked it. Bish rocked it.
He did. He
made it all the way.
Okay, so it looks like we're loaded up now. So we got lots of traffic at the gates.
Look at them.
And I'm going to go down here to 3J FPS, and I'm going to turn on max FPS just because I want to. All right, lots, and we got.
Show the flight radar real quick, because the initial spawning is usually a disaster area. I want to see if it's still a disaster area.
I wish it would also detect that you're at LAX and you want LAX for your radar, but oh yeah, they're all inbound. Holy snack! It's like a military attack.
Fight.
Yeah,
they're gonna fight for it too. The initial spawn-in is always the worst. He hasn't addressed that issue yet. He hasn't figured out a good way to track where airplanes are at the start of the simulation, because obviously you're not supposed to be watching these guys. You're supposed to be prepping your own aircraft, and by the time you're done, everything will have sorted itself out by that time.
Yeah, I love the auto gen here, and I love the
parallel.
the
Ride of the Valkyrie should be playing right now.
Yeah, this is like a parallel approach, and a beautiful livery here. I don't know if that's a part of the updates or not. Is that guy landing
Probably.
Is that guy landing on the same runway? I can't tell yet.
What ops are they using? Oh, they're in calm weather conditions.
He is landing on the same runway. He's right behind this guy.
Oh yeah, there's no way around this right now.
And he's gonna do a go around, right?
Somebody's gonna do a go around, maybe. Usually, the first aircraft to spawn in, they ignore the go around just to get them out of the area as quickly as possible.
Would love to hear PE right about now. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to make us look bad again.
Oh, yeah. He did a nice flare. And then this guy's going around. Yep, that's a go around.
Is he actually going around?
Yeah. The guy behind him was going around.
All right. Okay, so that is in the bullet point here of update. So,
but the sad part is I had go-arounds before, though, because he was the second.
Well, they've improved it quite. Where is it at? Something like overlapping gate problems fixed. My favorite thing on this bullet point list of updates is aircraft doing incursions on the runway after a guy lands and he decides, oh, I'll just start pulling out in front of you here. Hi. I love you.
Yeah, I'm glad he fixed that. All right, well, now we're watching someone on the left side, a United.
That's much smoother, though. Making them all go around like that, that is much smoother. Before they would all land together, so you'd have 5 planes landing on top of each other.
That's a nice update.
Oh, there's United. Everybody on that plane has a black eye, most likely. I know when I fly for United, I beat the crap out of my passengers on purpose. Makes them stay seated.
The views shown on this live stream do not necessarily reflect those of the streamer.
Oh, I kid. I know. It was just 2 incidents and a dog, but, you know. United will have a long time to live that one down. They become memes. And I know I can already feel Brad just glaring at me because that's his airline.
He likes the United, yeah. Yeah.
I kid.
This guy's in a Zebo, and he's gonna make me look really bad. Oh,
see, yeah. Hawaiian Hippie knows. Hawaiian Hippie knows the truth about United.
They came free with the purchase of a ticket. Oh, I love how the spoilers come out. I don't know if it's the placebo effect or what, but that CSL looks better now that we've done all the updates.
No, they really did update the models. A lot of the models are updated, and you're going to get some new ones too, like the 787. Those were missing completely from default. Oh,
there's a go-around too right above us. Southwest is going around. Ah, that's so cool. All right, so now I need to see if the prop is spinning on this GA guy. No prop spinning. Dang it.
Is it still locked in place?
Well, for this particular model, the looks like a King Air. It looks like it's a C. Is this a C90?
Why are your props locked? My props are spinning.
Maybe it's just this CSL though. Let's go. Let me go look at the C421 that's over here. Okay. Yeah, props are locked on the C421 as well. Oh, you know what's kind of fun is that this guy just is about to get taken over, or he already did get taken over. Oh yeah, a commercial jet just flew right underneath him.
Rigorian, sir, I did not have a choice. Compass Air was the only airline hired.
At least the props are feathered, says Torbinator. Yep. Hey, Torb.
As this guy gets rolled over from the vortex wash.
You've been in that Flight for Life plane before, Fish? Really? I don't even know what is that, like a medevac? Oh, you're coming down. So how do we fix my props? Oh, he's going around. He's like, there's a commercial airliner on short final, and I'm going around, even with no props spinning.
Oh, he's done. He's going around.
Yeah.
That's nice, though. They actually, because before their go-around radius was like right when they're like 1 mile away. And now they seem to be making that decision earlier, which is good.
Yeah, no props on this guy.
I had props spinning yesterday. I wonder if it's the new version of World Traffic 3, because I had props on 319.
I didn't have props on 319, so.
You didn't? Huh.
No.
No props for you, sir.
But I do like the fact that I have new models now.
Maybe secretly that's a jet engine, and it just looks like a prop.
So all of your props are spinning, no matter what you go to, huh? Then prior to each flight, generate flights. Well, okay. You have to download or generate ground routes for each airport.
Yeah, but as stated, you only got to do it once, so it's not really ouch. Unless you have like a computer from 1985, then yes, it's going to be an ouch.
Yeah. Crasher Distal just did the same update, and he's going to load up and let me know if his props are spinning. Excellent.
Okay, good. I swear I saw props spinning yesterday, especially on that dash. The Dash 8s at least had props spinning. So maybe it's just a GA failure.
Could be. Getting good frame rates right now.
Oh, look at him flaring. Or not
he's
flaring so much.
He's like air braking, you know.
He's got that 3 degrees nose up. That's perfect.
It looks like a little bit more than 3, though, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. Can I change the time of day right now? It will affect much.
Oh, you can change the time of day. Just everybody at the gates are going to start backing up.
Okay.
If you want to see this airport at its busiest, just change the time by a few hours.
Yeah. That Gamer YT, what are you flying on? We're just trying out World Traffic 3, and we're at Los Angeles International. I think in a little while I'll be doing a Pilot Edge flight, and I think I heard you're going to be starting up a stream pretty soon, Captain K-Man. Is that right?
Probably later this evening. I haven't even had breakfast or lunch. I just jumped out of bed and immediately started getting to work.
Okay. So, yeah, look for a Captain K-Man stream as well today. He'll probably be dabbling with World Traffic 3 update as well. The cars are down there moving. Yeah. 27 frames right now. That I'm not going to complain about 27 frames when I'm streaming on the same PC and my objects are at maximum. I'm not going to complain about 27 frames.
Yeah, 27 is actually good because here's the thing about X-Plane over like P3D. 27 frames is so much smoother on this platform than it is on the P3D platform, and this mantra carries over from P3D days. It's not about how many frames you got; it's about how smooth the simulator's running. And so remember, X-Plane is built around a 30 frame per second model, so you're right where you need to be.
Mm.
Anything over that is gravy on them biscuits.
Oh, he was a little bit nose high, but pretty good. Kills us. Don't bet on the layer 8 plugins in these guys.
I hope eventually Greg will add more categories of sound effects, so we get different engine sounds for different, planes. Because right now every prop sounds like a lawnmower is just flying through the sky.
I also don't like when you're inside of an airplane hearing the other plane goes. It's really loud, and it shouldn't be loud when you're.
Well, you can adjust that. You can adjust that sound.
Can you? I haven't done that yet.
But I think it affects the exterior sounds also. So.
Okay. Is that in that Control K menu that under preferences maybe?
Yeah, it's in preferences. Okay. And if you don't have it already set to, you need to set the AI timeout to 10 minutes. I think by default it's like 2 minutes.
All right. Set max camera distance. Set AI aircraft volume. Ooh. Yeah. I don't even want any AI aircraft volume, to be honest, right now. Okay. Toggle plug-in control of X-plane aircraft. What does that mean?
That's how you get TCAS working with World Traffic 3.
Okay.
But if you don't have X-Plane itself set up properly, you want that turned off to begin with. You need to turn it off anyway if you don't have it already set up. You turn it on once you have X-Plane set up properly.
Okay. That's on. Ground routes required on. Planes start on runway if no ground routes on. Ground collision avoidance on.
There.
Ground collision. Set ground collision ignore timeout.
Yeah. Set that correctly. Set that to 10 minutes.
It was set to default was 3.
Yeah, set it to 10. It's recommended 10. Basically, if you have, especially if you're a live streamer and you're sitting there because you're talking to your audience and you're not moving, well, the World Traffic 3 guys, they'll pile up behind you. But if they go past that time limit, they drive through you. They ignore you at that point. So I set it to 10 minutes. That way I don't ever have to risk them driving through me.
Okay. Oh, there's an In-N-Out burger over there.
Yes, there is, and there's cars in the drive-through too.
As the ZRJ lands, oh, it's beautiful. Oh yeah, I can only wish for the day that this is synced with the real world data. I asked for too much. Okay, so use Navigraph approaches on. It says not stars though. I guess that's weird. What are Navigraph approaches if they're not stars? Just vectored.
No, it's talking about the actual approach, not the star arrival.
Oh, like an ILS.
Yeah, your ILS plates, your RNAV plates. Yeah, that tells it to use those. Okay. It uses stars automatically. If you have Navigraph data, it'll make stars.
Okay. Set radar options.
I don't think I ever touched
radar
that.
filter options. Huh. Off on. Show only local traffic. Show only arriving aircraft. Show only departing. Oh, I guess that would be, I'll leave that off, but that's nice to have the option.
Yeah, you have that. That way, if you don't want to see any of the white planes that are flying around that aren't actually going to your airports, you can
display
get rid of them.
flight generation info and warnings currently on. Yeah, sounds enabled. Currently it's off. Okay, that's fine for now. The question is, what's actually going on here? Not played a flight sim in 10 plus years and never seen one in stream. These planes are that are watching land are other people play. No, these are AI aircraft. So welcome, Rusty Tom. Yeah, if you haven't done flight sim in 10 years, you're coming back to a perfect time in the flight sim world. But these are artificial aircraft that are taking off and landing, and I'm back at the gate in the same 737. And you do have to emulate real-world procedures nowadays to get these birds operational. So
there they go. Oh, Canyon Blue is such a classic paint job.
And when does he show up? Does he show up after he leaves the ground on the radar?
Once he starts takeoff roll, he'll show up.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we can go world traffic radar, and then we can grab him and do track camera.
As soon as he hits 30 knots plus, he'll appear.
Okay. There we go. There's 30 knots.
Yep, there he is. Boink.
Crash Distal has all of his props spinning. I feel left out.
Why are your props not spinning?
That's really
Think,
bizarre.
K-Man. Think.
It has something to do with graphic settings, or?
I don't think so.
Well, that's a good-looking CSL right there. That even looks like it has PBR. Does it?
Yeah, most of the World Traffic 3 models have reflections, PBR maps.
Whoa, that's impressive.
They look really nice at night when they're flying over a city.
Yeah.
You see all the lights reflecting off their bellies.
I also will say to Rusty Tom 90 that I fly on a network called Pilot Edge, so we do have real-world flight traffic like this, and the actual planes that you see are actual other pilots around the globe. Yes. So we do have that multiplayer ability now. This guy looks like he's doing the I know this is the Loop 9 departure. I know this procedure. So it's flying a SID. Is that normal?
If you look down at his flight box information, it'll tell you what SID he's on if he's on one.
Okay, so he is on. It's hard to read with the FlyJ FPS plugin in that corner. I gotta move the FlyJ sim to the upper. I'll go top right. Okay, there we go. It doesn't show a SID. Where would it be, at the bottom?
Yeah, it would usually be at the bottom if it's there.
Oh, it just says en route.
He's en route then.
No. Hawaiian Hippie's props are not spinning. Are you on the latest update, Hawaiian Hippie?
I know I had props spinning the other day, so that's what's going on with. You know what? Hang on. Let me spawn in and see if I can get any props spinning here. Because if mine's messed up, then that means there is a problem with this new patch and animations. Or at least prop animations, because we do see flaps and reversers and gear animations.
Yep. All right. This will be the last AI we'll watch, and then we'll think about what we're doing next. It's a pretty good landing there.
Ooh, that's a biz jet.
I think that's a Lear. Yeah, it's a Lear. From Germany.
Ooh, that was a long flight.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think that's all situated. That's pretty dang cool. Thank you for the help on that. Woo!
Of course. I was born to serve.